Hey guys, LadyLibertyStacker here. It is Sunday, March 11th, 2018, and I'm back with another pickup or haul video for things that I'm going to sell on eBay. And this is just a portion of the things I've purchased this past week. I've probably bought about 30 items or thereabouts, because to maintain an inventory where I'm going to sell through at 3 to 5 items a day for higher profit items, I need to have that much new inventory on hand each week. So I'm trying to get in the habit of doing that now. And the better quality merchandise you get, the quicker it sells, but you don't always know what's going to sell. And what you're looking at here is a motorcycle shirt from 2004, and it just popped out at me when I was at my local thrift store the other day. And I go when they have a tag sale, and you know, if it looks unique, if it looks interesting, if it looks like I'll get a buyer on it, then I'll purchase it. I purchased you'll see it in the March sales results when I do that, beginning of April. I purchased an NRA King Louis shirt, and I probably could have waited for a higher price, but the guy really wanted it and gave me a fair price, so I sold it to him. I don't like to gouge people, but I do like to make a profit. But anyways, stuff like that, when I see it, I pick it up because I know it's going to sell. Anyway, this shirt is from 2004. Let's lift up the tag here. 2004 Orange County Choppers. It's a size large, polyester, made in Vietnam. And just to note of where things are made, if it says made in China, you really can't avoid it with a lot of modern apparel. But, you know, a lot of this vintage stuff and even the better quality modern stuff is not made in China. China runs small. It's cheap. I don't like it. I try to avoid it. But sweaters that I buy made in China wear out after a year or two. When things made in other countries that I bought back in the, early 2000s would have lasted me for 10 years, because I tend to wear the heck out of my favorite stuff. But anyways, this was made in Vietnam. I try to buy things made in other countries because it just lasts. But that's a really cool shirt, so I'll go ahead and take that one down. And I'm not sure what I'm going to list it for. I'm going to do the research on it and go from there. Next up is a Reebok extra large 100% cotton made in Guatemala, and a little piece of lint there. But I did wash these things. I wash these things. I turn them inside out a lot of times in cold water. This is an Cleveland Indians Chief Wahoo shirt. Indians have had a lot of notoriety, and they've been in the playoffs, and they've been doing real. I've been a fan for years. Because they're in our part of the country, and they're a team I like to follow. So anyway, this is embroidered Reebok. It is a great shirt. I don't know if you call it vintage, but it's certainly higher quality, and it'll probably fetch anywhere from $20 to $25 on eBay. So I'll go ahead and put it up so you can guys see it. It's kind of a long shirt. It's generous in size, and I notice with the older apparel, it is more generous on the sizes. The modern stuff tends to be run small, depending on where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that with my orange chopper shirt. Next up is a Banana Republic men's classic fit, 17 and a half extra large, made in India. And again, we have a nice shirt, men's shirt here. It's a, I guess you would call it a dress, but the collar is a spread casual collar. But I always check for all the buttons and everything on here, and I always like to see if there is any extra buttons. I think on this one there were, sorry about the camera guys, yep, there were 2 extra buttons, and a lot of the better quality shirts will have 2 to 3 extra buttons at the bottom. This is a kind of a nice almost shiny material, but it's modern. I think it's going to appeal to the younger guy, millennials, maybe people, I don't know. It's hard to say. You guys can tell me, but it has a nice adjustable cuff. I just try to look for the better quality features in these shirts. It's a Banana Republic, so it should do pretty well on sales. And we're getting into the dress shirt season, long sleeve shirts. So we'll go ahead and put that over here. Next up is a vintage. This is from, I think it's from 2007. It is a, there it is. It's a Lee Sport. Let me pull it down here so you can see it. Whoops. Sorry, guys. It's hard to show you. I'm going to have to hang it up here. And so you can see the whole thing. I'm holding the camera. You cannot do this on a tripod. All right. So we have, I believe it is an extra large. This one is 100% cotton, made in Honduras. Oh, what do you know? We're trying to avoid China. So far, so good. Has the Cleveland Indians trademark, script Indians with the Chief Wahoo, with the trademark there. Kenny Lofton's signature. It's not embroidered. I kind of wish it were, but it's on here. Kenny Lofton was a great player. I think he was the first baseman, if I remember correctly. Way back when, in the late 1990s into the early 2000s. And the back of the shirt has his number and his name. And this was commissioned by Major League Baseball. There's a date, 2007. So that should do fairly well. It's a t-shirt, so they're not going to get a ton of money. Maybe 10, 15 bucks or thereabouts. Sorry about that camera, guys. Anyway, and here's another one. This is a Lee Sport. Lee, they're not so common nowadays. Again, this is an extra large. Not sure where it was made. Let me see if I can see on the tag. But I liked it because it has a Chief Wahoo on it. And this stuff is going to go up in value, and it's really becoming quite collectible now. That's why I try to grab it whenever I see it. And I'm not far from Ohio State University, and Ohio State Buckeyes also have a lot of notoriety. However, their stuff tends to sit. Oops. I see here, it says made in the USA. It's vintage. It's older, but it's in good condition. It's a t-shirt. It's got the Wahoo on it, and it's from 1995. So the vintage stuff should do pretty well. So that is that. Okay, next up, we have let me go ahead and show you this. This is a new, without tags, Dell laptop messenger bag that I found for $5 at my local Goodwill. And sometimes their clothing is high, but they have some cool bags and purses sometimes. And it's got 3 zippered pouches here, one in the middle, and one on the outside. It even has one under here. You can see the zipper. And let me see if I can open this for you. It's got nice sections in here. And I only paid, what, $5 for it? Sorry, guys, I'm having a... Let me go ahead and see where that strap is. The strap, it looks like it's never been used, so I can actually advertise it as new without tags. Here we go. Here is the strap that you would need for travel, and it's never been opened. So these things can fetch a few bucks. Something like this, it's Dell for Dell computer. Canvas bag probably can fetch 20 to 25 bucks. I'll have to do the research. I'm going to have to price it fairly, but it's in great shape, brand new. And we'll go ahead and put that down. Next up is this one too is also new, without tags. Let me see, it's a Samsonite, which is a quality brand. It's got Samsonite zipper tags all over it. And this one I paid $4 for. And this one also has the strap inside of it. It's got a zipper here. It's got a zipper here. It's got a zipper in the middle. And it's got one over here. So with a lot of good photos, this thing should sell too. Maybe not quite as much as the other one, but it should do pretty well for a $4 investment. One thing about this, even though my profit isn't 30 to 50 on these, I don't have to do anything to them. I don't have to launder them. I don't have to clean them up. I don't have to restore them. They're ready to go. So, I mean, that time is money also. So, there we go on that one. Next up, we got an Indians vintage hat. I cleaned it up a little already just with a roller stick. Paid $3 for it. I didn't want to pay quite that much, but I've been looking for these, and they're harder to find, but this one's in good shape. It has a, let's see, it's fan favorite for Major League Baseball, and let me see here. You got the genuine merchandise sticker here. It's one size. Doesn't say fits most, but it has an adjustable cloth strap in the back, so that one should be able to fetch in the neighborhood of 20 thereabouts. So go ahead and put that down. Whoops. All right. Next up is a pair of, we got a Coldwater Creek Petite 12 women's pair of medium wash blue jeans, new with tags. I'm not sure what they're going to go for, but Coldwater Creek is a respectable brand. And no seams here to check for hidden gold, Louie, but they're new. But I don't have to launder them. I don't really have to do anything to them. Just photograph them and measure them and just do a quick research on them. So I'll go ahead and put those down here. And the last couple of things, which I'll show you. This was kind of interesting. I swore I was not going to buy another mug until some of my mugs started to sell. And a lot of my mugs I paid $1 for, but this one here, and I did sell a couple of mugs. I sold one recently, which you'll see in the March video, and it pertains to an occupation. And I knew that at the time it would sit for a while until the perfect buyer came along. And I sold another one that had the individual's last name on it, and it looked like pottery. And it had a name on it. I had no idea, but the guy that bought it, his last name was what was on the mug, and that's why he bought the mug. So this stuff will definitely sell. This is a Walt Disney World. It's in excellent shape. It's got pretty much all the characters on it. There's the Disney trademark. There's Tarzan and Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, 101 Dalmatians, Snow White. You got Peter Pan, you got Bambi, you got Pinocchio, you got the dome at the Epcot Center. You've got all the little critters, Winnie the Pooh, Cinderella. You got Daffy Duck, Daisy Duck, or Donald Duck, rather. Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Minnie, Mickey, Pluto, Goofy, and the whole, gang there. You've got the MGM Grand Disney Water Tower. You've got the Magic Kingdom Castle. You've got the Haunted Mansion. And believe it or not, you have the Grand Floridian Resort, which is one of the nice resorts. I've been to Disney about 5 times. Not recently. I think the last time I was there was 2004, but I am real familiar with the park. The mug was made in Thailand. Yay, no China. But what makes it unusual, it's got the name Barbara on it, so it's going to wait for somebody named Barbara to buy this mug. Somebody that loves Disney. Oh, there's Tinkerbell. Somebody that loves Disney by the name of Barbara. And then what I found perplexing was a sticker on it. This says 1997 Major League Baseball, what a game. So I did some research, and unbeknownst to me, there was a ball field for minor league ball constructed there, and they had an inaugural game in, I think it was March 28th, 1997, and it was the Atlanta Braves versus the Cincinnati Reds. The Atlanta Braves won 9-7, and the Atlanta Braves for the next 10 years or thereabouts used the ballpark for their minor league spring training. They have since moved on to another part of Florida. But anyway, I just didn't know the significance of the sticker on a Disney mug. Apparently, she got it at a team shop or something on the vicinity. It's a really nice stadium. It's now called Champion Stadium. I can put a link down below in the description so you guys can look it up if you're into baseball. But I paid $1 for this, and I'll probably get maybe 15 bucks for it. But I don't have to do anything to it. Just wrap it up, ship it. Very easy sale. For some of these, it's no sweat. Then finally, when I was at the Goodwill, I found a sleeve, 4 sleeves, brand new, of golf balls for ladies. And they're hot pink. The camera doesn't do it justice, but these are the easiest to find in the golf course, and they're brand new, never been used. They were from a fresh case. There are 3 of them that are 00 and 11 and 22 and 33, and I'm going to list these separately in one listing. Oh, I'm going to list them together, but for a quantity of 4, and they're going for $6 to $8 a piece, and I paid $1 each for them. $1. So that might have been the best score all day. Who knows? These things do sell, and I got them so cheap I can price it under the competition. So when I'm in the stores, I look out for stuff like this. And if you guys, any of you guys are thinking about selling on eBay, just, try to buy things in your area of expertise. If you're a train hobbyist, or if you like to hike, if you're a shooting hobbyist, whatever, buy things, not guns, but buy things that pertain to your hobby that you know a lot about, and you know quality, and you know a good deal when you see one, and you can usually do well with those items. So I like golfing items. I like mugs, snow globes. I'm learning about apparel now. Cast iron skillets, bottles. I just sold a bottle. I'll show that in my March video. And music instruction books, all kinds of stuff you can sell. So anyway, that's long enough, guys. I just wanted to show you a sampling of my pickups this week. And I got to get busy listing this stuff because I want to sell it. So a nice thing about some of this stuff, though, is if this doesn't sell, it will. But if it doesn't, I can use these. I love pink. This is a nice golf ball. I like the brand. And usually a case of these things retail runs for about $24, $25. That's what retail usually runs for these. But I think these ones are out of stock in a lot of sites. And they have the new Bridgestone Precept golf balls, which I also have. But some people might like these, and whatever. Okay, guys, this is getting long enough. I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more videos like this. You can learn a lot of things about flipping. Even if you just want to sell a few things on the side, flip for silver money, whatever. If you can get some tips from this, it works. Okay, guys, until the next video, stay tuned and go make it a great day.